Would everyone please stand?
I love doing graduation.
I know. It's my favorite day of the year.
It is, and I love doing it with you. You're not
Mm-hmm.
allowed to quit until I retire.
Yeah, because we had fun. Like, it doesn't have to be this stiff. Like, it should
Right,
be a celebration.
right.
Hey, I'm speaking next year. That was the condition I took the job.
Wait, you're speaking.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to speak next year.
What do you mean you're gonna speak next year?
Here, I'm going to speak. I've been with those kids since they were kindergarten.
Oh,
It's
well,
not.
you
It's
need
not.
to speak. You're the principal.
It's not even about weight. I'm gonna tell them
Oh,
when
you
I
have
start
like
my
a
speech.
special message for
Yeah,
them.
I'm gonna
Okay.
tell them. I'm gonna make them cry and laugh before they leave here.
You can hear us? Oh, thank you.
Hunter, I keep losing you too, but we're just gonna have to roll with this with two shots if we have to. I don't know why we gotta figure I'm bringing it.
Please remain seated, standing. Please remain standing while three of our senior trumpeters play the Star Spangled Banner. Please be seated. I am Derek Edwards, principal of Asheville High School. I would like to welcome all of you here tonight, or our gorgeous evening, to celebrate our graduating class. I would also like to welcome to the podium Asheville High Senior Class President Nazareth Nolan and SILSA Senior Class President Cyril Scott.
Good evening. I'm Nazareth Moose Nolan, Senior Class President of Asheville High.
And I'm Cyril Scott, SILSA Senior Class President of SILSA.
We welcome you to the Asheville High School
and the School of Inquiry and Life Sciences at Asheville Class of 2023 Commencement Ceremony.
We would like to welcome our distinguished guests, Dr. Jim Cosby, Superintendent of Asheville City Schools, Dr. Mark Dickerson, Assistant Superintendent, Melissa Hett, Deputy Superintendent, members of the school board, and our parents, families, and friends who have been there to support us.
We would like to recognize two retirees, Jenny Thomas and Claudia Hahn. Ms. Thomas began teaching at Asheville High School in August 1996. Ms. Hahn began teaching at Asheville High in August of 1994. Together, they shared 56 years of teaching experience and have impacted thousands of students during their career. Ms. Thomas and Ms. Hahn, we are grateful for your service to our schools and our students. We wish you the best in your future adventures and endeavors. Please join me in thanking Ms. Thomas and Ms. Hahn. And now I would like to ask the faculty and staff of Asheville High, SILSA, and our invited guests from all of Asheville City Schools to please stand.
Please help us thank these dedicated educators who have helped us reach this milestone. They helped us reach for our future as well. Within the class of 2023, these graduates have been awarded scholarships totaling
$862,830.
$830.
Do I say please be seated? At this time, please be seated.
Good evening and welcome. I am Nicole Cush, principal of SILSA. This is the second year that we've invited all members of the senior class to submit speeches for graduation. These speeches were peer and teacher reviewed. The following 4 speeches were selected. I would now like to welcome our first graduation speaker, Ellie Seberg.
Hi.
Oh gosh. I don't know if that's gonna stay up. Are you sure? Okay.
On the first day of freshman year, Mr. Murphy stood before our world history class and said something I will never forget. He began by telling us that he didn't want to hurt our feelings and we need to be taken off a pedestal. After a pause, he told us, "You do not matter." Now, don't misunderstand me. Mr. Murphy is a great teacher, and he was trying to give us a bigger perspective on our relativity to all of human history. But what really shook me was the concept of unimportance. I've spent the past 4 years of my life mulling over these words. At the time, I was in shock, then denial. How could all the times that our parents, coaches, teachers, and Dora the Explorer told us that we were special be a lie? And what would the future hold if Mr. Murphy's lesson was true? While I'm still unsure, I can tell you this. Unimportance does not alleviate us of purpose, meaning, or worth. In fact, after Murphy dropped the unimportance bomb, the looks on our little freshman faces must have made him feel bad, because he followed up by saying we do have some importance in our direct community. Here at Asheville High and SILSA, we are important. We have formed a community where we rally at football games against TC or Reynolds, participate in clubs and sports, and host epic water gun fights. Which was a decent senior prank. It's hard to beat the mariachi band. This space has been our reality for up to 4 years, and look how much we've grown. At the beginning of freshman year, I think it's safe to say we all had insecurities. I know I did. At the same time, I also remember being self-absorbed and thinking I was the center of the universe. These things are not independent of each other. As I have been learning to release the need to be seen as important, I have also gained confidence and self-love. So, what do all these communal Asheville High and SILSA memories mean for the future? We are going out into the world, off to college, full-time jobs, the military, world travel, or whatever else lies in store. Here's what is important. No one cares what your dreams and aspirations are as much as you do. So, do what you love and strive for it. Strive for your dreams, strive for your future, and strive for your happiness. You aren't always going to have these things handed to you. You have to have the confidence to grab them for yourself. I'm still trying to unpack the idea of unimportance. I'm sure there are deeper meanings than freedom and happiness. Those are secrets to uncover as we move out into the rest of our lives. For now, we can walk away as ourselves, our own unimportant individual beings. We can make messy mistakes, awesome memories, and accomplish wonderful dreams. As long as we remember to be kind to ourselves and other. You don't have to be important, you just have to be you. Congratulations, class of 2023. Thank you, teachers, parents, mentors, friends, and Mr. Murphy. We made it. Thank you. Sorry for messing with you.
No, you're good. Thank you.
Should I exit this way?
Thank you, Ellie. And now I am pleased to introduce Montana Gura.
Hi, okay. Bob Dylan wrote, "There is nothing so stable as change." And for the class of 2023 in particular, change has been the one constant in our high school careers. We've pivoted every year, all 4 years. From in-person to Google Meets, to hybrids, to masked returns, all aspects of our high school experience were intensely impacted by COVID-19. Some of us felt unseen and fell behind. Some of us saw it as an opportunity to expand our interests. Wherever you fell on this spectrum, our 4-year journey was intense. However, this intensity sparked a change-making flame within our generation, within our class. As much as I wanted to come up here and deliver a political discourse, a rallying cry on the crumbling state of our country, I know you don't need to hear that. You are well aware of what's going on. And what's more, you are already taking the initiative to enact change. So, I'm up here instead to celebrate our collective high school journey. I'm up here to share your reflections. Thank you for sharing these responses with me and now with us all. These are the experiences of us, the class of 2023. Most of us wish we'd lived in the moment and taken it all in when we had the chance. Melissa Ramirez shared that she realized it's true that by senior year, everything goes by so fast. We all now realize how it really doesn't matter what other people think, and there's freedom in letting go of others' judgments. So, what would we do if we could go back? Senior Ava Goddard said that, "I wish I could tell my little freshman year self that you don't have to be so anxious. Everything will work out in time." Sophie Davis voiced, "I wish I talked to more people. I've had good conversations with many classmates that aren't close friends, and I hope they all know I appreciate them." Now that our high school career is over, we can look back on where we've grown. Zola Farabee mentioned something that we can all learn from. People grow together or apart, and that's okay. Setting boundaries with people close to you is important. Looking back, I keep realizing how special this time and these people are in my life. I've learned it is so important to create your community. By surrounding yourself with people you respect, you'll become someone you respect. The communities we involve ourselves in are a key aspect of our identities, and we must ensure such spaces are mutually respectful. It's not always about the deep life lessons, though. Oliver Runkle shared that laughing is a really good thing to do, and I completely agree. We also discovered the importance of pursuing what we want, when we want, without fear of judgment from ourselves or others. Anna Bobbitt realized how it's much more important to try things than to be afraid of failing at them. Whether academically, socially, physically, or mentally, we know that it's okay to not always be okay. I want to leave us all with Evanglia Palk's reflection. Take advantage of every opportunity you can to have fun and create memories before you look back and say, "What if?" Thank you for sharing these memories with me, with us. As a class, may we never need to find out what if. I wish you all the most gentle futures. Thank you.
I am pleased to welcome to the stage Salvador Lopez.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. 4 years ago was the start of what we thought was a never-ending journey. When is this class over, or when will we be done, were by far our most famous quotes. Well, that day we all wished for has finally come. Although, I guess you could say that was yesterday with it being the last day of school and all. But anyway, today we will cross the stage, celebrate, and begin a new chapter in our lives. I remember last year sitting in the very same seats our families and friends are sitting in today and thinking to myself, I still have a year. Well, that very same year has flown, that year is finished. After today, each and every one of us will take a different route and explore beyond measure. I do not doubt that you all will accomplish all of the great goals you have set. Now, while graduation is a time of celebration, it is also a time of reflection. A time when we realize we won't be asking one another for a spare piece of gum, or a pencil, or waiting for the dismissal bell, or hearing who just broke up with who. I know, that sounds scary. Now, thinking back to when I was sitting in the audience last year, I remember being very inspired by the student speeches, but also feeling very small and intimidated. Not my size, by the way. I felt that I should know what my future after high school had in store for me, and I absolutely didn't. I left last year's graduation thinking I was behind and scared I wouldn't ever catch up. Even this year, I felt behind the rest of you, especially during the time of college application season. I felt that you all knew what you wanted of your future and how to achieve it. None of you seemed to show struggle, and it made me feel inferior. It took me until just a couple weeks ago to realize that most of us didn't know what we were doing. Honestly, even today, it feels as though we should know what we're going to do with the rest of our lives. I'm here to tell you that none of us do. We can make plans for the future, but until the day comes, we do not know what the future holds. And that's okay. It's okay not to know, it's okay to feel alone, and it's okay not to be okay. I wish someone would have told me sooner. So today, I'm not only telling the class of 2023 this, but I'm also telling everyone else in the audience as well. There is something special about the journey of life, especially the unknown. Look around, guys. We're all here. Our life journey has just begun, and the experiences that we will encounter will shape us into the people we are meant to become. Finding yourself is not an overnight process, and being willing to embrace new experiences is essential. There is no right way to find the calling for you, and the timeline is unique for everyone. It's okay not to know what will happen to you in the next 10 years, as long as you are taking the next steps to see your dreams come true. Everything is okay. We're all going to do great things, and I hope to see all of those accomplishments on Facebook soon, because I think we're supposed to be using that now. I'm so very excited to see what the future holds for all of us. I want to say thank you to every single person here, graduates, faculty and staff, and community. I can truly say that SILSA and Asheville High School have inspired me tremendously. But my biggest inspiration comes from my lifelong best friend, the brilliant woman who gave me life and my name, Karina Garcia. Mi madre siempre me aseguró que podría look. Sorry guys, I don't usually say I love you to my mom. Mi madre siempre me aseguró que podría lograr lo que yo quisiera o ser quien yo quisiera, todo a mi gusto. Ha llenado mi vida de amor y cariño y nunca me ha dado la espalda. Y por ella estoy aquí hablando delante de ustedes. I love you, mami. Congratulations, class of 2023. See you all soon. Si fuera fácil, todos lo hicieran. We did it. Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
It is my honor to introduce our final speaker, Harini Kumar. Salvador.
Last week, I looked out at our football field and tried to imagine what today would look like. I could easily picture how we'd look: shining black robes, cords around our shoulders, unturned tassels, tentatively but eagerly walking towards the conclusion of one chapter and the start of the next. But I suddenly felt apprehensive as I couldn't easily see the next part. What will be in this new chapter? Honestly, this feeling of uncertainty hasn't really left now that it's graduation day. But I also can't help but feel reassured, because the class of 2023 reminds me that our 4 transformative years together will surely guide us through an unpredictable future. I know today marks the end of a 13-year-long educational journey, but I'd like to share a few more lessons with you. Luckily, they're ones you already know. And no, they're not on how to avoid bears on campus or detour around constant construction sites. They're lessons we've learned outside the classroom, lessons we've taught each other, lessons that show us we're more capable than we realize. First, we learned to listen to each other. We created and facilitated safe, student-centered places on campus, clubs like BSU, GSA, or Unidos, where we could discuss issues many of us face daily. When we weren't changing each other's perspectives with the power of our own stories, we were forever changed by those of others. And when we listened, we learned to act. Like this year, when concerns over lacking menstrual resources on campus prompted Girl Up and Sash to provide feminine products in all women's bathrooms. As we continue to navigate issues like women's reproductive rights and systematic racial oppression, we'll remember what it was like to listen, to trust our peers' voices, and to know we can collaboratively enact change. We learned that enacting change requires us to be bold, to step outside of our comfort zones. Like last year, when the Black Student Union led a protest against the decision to end homeroom and open dialogue with the administration about equal opportunity for clubs on campus. And we must continue to be heard. Gun violence, racial inequality, anti-LGBTQIA+ laws. There's much we can't control, but our response, that we can. We can vote, we can protest, we can speak out. It is only by being bold that we can change the status quo and inspire others to do the same. We might not know what the outcome will be, but we know we must be heard. Finally, we learned to cherish the present. Throughout high school, I constantly planned, lived for the future, but every achievement on paper never helped me feel like a more complete person. It was the beautiful experiences we shared as a class: prom, spirit weeks, dodgeball, and now this, graduation. Remember to live in the moment, even as you look to the future. We may never be fully prepared for our future. It'll be impossible to handle every challenge in a way we're proud of, but I promise you, we are ready.
Thank you, Harini. Please join me in thanking all of our graduation speakers with a round of applause. Although today is a time of celebration, there are members of the Asheville High and SILSA community who have passed away. They were our friends, students, and family. At this time, we would like to take a moment of silence to remember all those who are not with us today. Thank you. Let us continue to remember those who have lost and not take for granted those who are around us today.
We wanted to take a moment to thank our diligent and incredible teachers and assistant principals that show up and show out every day to make this school rock. But there are some fabulously important folks that make this place roll. And just like a beautiful piece of music, we all work together to make moments like this happen. Thank you to our bus drivers who safely bridge between home and school. Thank you to our brilliant counselors who literally guide the way. Thank you to our amazing cafeteria staff that has kept us full. Thank you to our delightful custodian team that keep us shining. Thank you to the magical EC assistants for the joy that you bring. And last but never least, thank you to our fearless clerical support staff who are the composers that pull us and this beautiful sheet of music together every day. It truly does take a village, all. Thank you. Okay, you and I together now. Graduation is a very exciting time for us all. We want everyone to hear our graduates' names when they cross the stage. We ask that you honor them by refraining from cheering until all seniors have been awarded.
Will the senior class of 2023 please stand? On behalf of the North Carolina Board of Education and the Asheville City School Board Education, we hereby declare that the students standing before us have met all the obligations and requirements of high school graduation and are now eligible to receive their diplomas. Graduates, you may be seated.
AHS and SILSA class of 2023, please come forward at this time to receive your diplomas. Parents and guests, please stand when your graduate's name is called.
Harini Shri Kumar, Asheville High valedictorian. Anne Greenlee Nancy LG, SILSA valedictorian. Catherine Olivia Fiore, Asheville High salutatorian. Heidi Irene Goebel, Asheville High salutatorian. Ari Knight Judeman, SILSA salutatorian. Charles Rennie Simon Dellis Mackenzie Olivia Frances Agan Bedard. Maggie Jewel Alexander. Sarah Elizabeth Allen. Marshall Lisbeth Alvarado. Ivy Gilchrist Anderson. Lisbeth Carolina Hernandez Andino. Macy Lane Andrus. Mariana Nazareth Argueta Flores. Elvin Didier Argueta. Andrea Kamaya Arrington. Ava Emily Athos Pruitt. Harrison McClure Atkinson. Joshua Jonathan Avery. Milo Jack Stanley Banash. Ella Diane Barnett. Flora Brooke Barrier. Ava Marie Bella. Ansel Lachlan Greenwood Bell. Imani Mackenzie Bellamy. Aeon Benjamin. Preston Benjamin. Charlotte Bren Berg. Eli Meadow Berry. Ruben Carrasco Burke Haskell. Annette Elizabeth Blake. Zeta Bloomfield. Barfor Abie Wachi Watton. Anna Louise Bobbitt. Harper Kate Bolick. Edwin Giancarlos Bonilla Barrera. Taisha Adriana Booker. Lucy Suzanne Booth. Braden Patrick Brace. William David Brain. Travis Miles Brandt. Marcus Lafayette Brown. Barrett Irene Sue Bryson. Kasaya Jamiria Bird. Zytavia Lanasia Bird. Robert Henry Bennett Callahan. Grace Ellen Callahan. Liliana Michaela Carcel. Deshaun Jake Carey. Julia Louise Carpenter. Jordan Allen Carr. Janisa Raven Carr Womet. Corin Carson. Alessandro Chagall Castelblanco. Hannah Alice Caudle. Seth Justin Caudle. Rong Zhao Chen. Anna Kate Clark. Concetta Pearl Conrad. Sophia Maria Costanzo. Kamira Marie Craig. Henry North Crown. Max Crom. May Anderson Currens. Brooke Leanne Darby. Austin Fletcher Davis. Martavis Quintez Davis. Sophia Grace Davis. Willem Avery DeBrine. Harper Miles Decant. Abigail Rose Dickinson. Amy Lee Diefenbach. Gracie Michaela Dillard. Kamari Devante Dixon. Mary Ruth Dixon. James Thomas Dobbins. Elijah Thomas Dockery. Dexter Sampson Donovan. Cord Michael Lee Doss. Emma Elizabeth Doty. Charles Howard Douglas. Tatum Amadea Dunton. William Henry Durham. Aurelia Madeline Lindqvist Duchesne. Charlotte Florence Dykes. William Sinclair Edgens. Graham Stewart Edwards. Juliana Wren Ursum. Ramona Sims Eldridge Lachlan. Deja J. Elliott. Beck Chamberlain Erskine. Annabelle Hathaway Esmond. Kavina Samantha Etheridge. Sarah Elizabeth Halbreich Evans. Sophie Rao May Feinblatt. Jaden Marquise Ferguson. Zola Celeste Farabee. Hef Finley. Callan Marie Fix. Monica Yulith Flores Lopez. Samaria Tremaine Folston. Joshua Vincent Foster. Delia Grace Fowler. Jacob Edward Francis. Alex Peter Frank. Bailey Elizabeth Frew. Freedom Leebeth Gage. Talia Co Gaines. Kylan Suniti Gaitunde. Anthony Benjamin Garcia. Maritza Guadalupe Garcia Castellon. Jalen Malik Garner. London Garrity. Joseph Schneider Gates. Tiana Tarika Scheiber Gates. De Jahu Gay. Aiden Sky Gettier. Stephen Chamlin Gillette. Elijah Kiel Gilliam. Ava Grace Goddard. Quinlan Chandler Godfrey Robbins. Grayson Arthur Godley. Riley Susan Goff. Dorothy Lorraine Pippa Golden. Aiden Gomez. Dover Marie Goodson. Tanner Desmond Graham. Claire Copley Grant. Ellie Ann Graves. Arnold Luke Guntis. Montana Rebecca Gura. Haley Elaine Hager. William Tucker Hamill. Kiwan Deshawn Hamilton. Elise Louise Hamner. Maya Moana Hannon. Laura Ashton Harbison. Morgan Sky Harbison. Maya Chloe Harding. Zeke Rianne Hardy. Bentley Joshua Harper Pierce. Mavis Jane Harrison. Estelle Ray Herod. Maheline Hartman. Bryce Clark Hawes. Davis Willard Hayes. Maeve Abigail Heaton. Autumn Marie Henhofer. Brian David Herrera Marquez. Eleanor Lavender Hewitt Corzine. Alicia Kiana Hill. Connor Jackson Hillier. Jordan Armand Hines. William Haynes Hitchcock. Karis Page Honey. Daly Sullivan Hooton. Phaedra McConna Rochelle Howarter. Mia Helen Hubner. Graham Sargent Hunter. Grace Vienna Hyatt. Aidan William Highland. Arwen Elizabeth Imfield. Tia Helena Irby. Hayden William Israel. Jalen Christopher Jackson. Michonne Hosea Jackson. Makaya McKinley Conquest Jackson. Teshwana Martha Jacobs. Zion Zay Sean Nasir Jacobs. Jacob Forrest Jennings. Joseph Ethan Jester. Charles Joseph Johnson. Mason Brooks Johnston. Andrew Wallace Johnston. Don Jackson Jones. Isabel Anna Kelly. Lila Ruth Kirby. Terry Javon Kirksey. Joseph Matthew Cletus. Jordy North Knudsen. Kara Rebecca Kolyasik. Chloe Elise Court. Aiden Ray Kraus. Lane Nicholas Kruger. Neil Key. Jackson Alden Lackey. Kenneth Neil Landrum. Lola Elta Lee. Ruby Zelfia Leggett. Magnus Maximilian Lear. Osofaimalo Mabel Leota. Leaf Mason Leroy. Lacey Rose Levering. Henry Thomas Levin. Aiden Warner Lewis. Kisiara Lewis. Annabelle Gray. Nicole Lorenzen. Jade Renee Lovio. James Cooper Maddox. Finian David Mahoney. Ernie Malakarni Clark. Ryan Carter Jackson Marshbanks. Maura Quinn Martin. Alejandra Martinez Valenciano. Masachi. Michaela Ray Mayton. Asia Elizabeth McAdams. Janaya Nichelle McDaniel. Avery Page McHarg. William Gant McKeever. Nancy Violetta Membreno. Alvin Antonio Lopez. Eden Mercé. Luella Catherine Miller. William Cannon Miller. William Oliver Mooney. Jackson Orion Mooney. Cameron Lamont Moore. Nazareth Grace Moose Nolan. Kyle William Moshier. Javay Nigel Lloyd Mullins. Magnus Armstrong Myers. Sophia Caroline Nash. Griffin Joshua Naster. Tristan Eric Neal. Cooper Henry Norfleet. Ruby Miley Norris. Ryan Craig Ost. Ellie Tatum Ullup. Oliver Lewis Owenby. Elisa Pablo Martinez. Danny Isabel Palma Roberto. Maddie Clark Palmy. Rose Park. Amaya Elira Pate. Nolan Lane Patnott. Leah Nicole Knott. Evangeline Sophia Palk. Christian Taylor. Ingrid Fitzsimmons Pearson. Willow Ruth Perrin. Rowan Alexander Piper. Heather Pollard. Wiley Elizabeth Poss. Colin Johnston Presley. Daquan Jamal Pretrick. Juliet Prisciliano Vega. Euzadix Iuko Punch. Zola Christine Quinn. Kevin Ramirez. Jairo Freddy Ramirez Vasquez. Melissa Jasmine Ramirez Vigil.
Noah William Raymond.
Noah William Lamb.
Noah William Lamb. Samuel Benjamin Radigan. Lila Quinn Ray. Damian Reality Humphreys. Reginald Lee Redfern. Catherine Elizabeth Rim. Madeline Louise Rentz. Erin Grace Rice. Alex Richmond. Dylan Riley. Markia Marie Robertson. Grace Elizabeth Roberts. Dylan Howard Robertson. Isaac River Robertson. Matheson Boyd Robinson. Josie Noble Robinette. Kaylee Shamar Robinson. Zamaje Latroy Robinson. Sadie Isabella Rodier. Eduardo Maria Roman Diaz. Diego Rosas Ruiz. Mary Kathleen Maurer Ross. Marlon Shane Ruff. Michaela Bethany Ruland. Oliver and Runkle. Jared Mitchell Rupert. Anna Claire Russell. Devin Rutherford. Zamina Ruvalcaba Sanchez. Elise Sagadibai. Skyla Kimura Sandford. Anna Lillian Saudi. Iris Jane Schreiner. Tobias Otto Schutze. Lucas Decker Schultz. Gregory Nelson Scott. Cyril LeJohn Scott. Aliyah Martha C. Leah Seinberg. Brittany Rochelle Sevilla Alvarado. Mecca Omar Shabazz. Jana Suzanne Sheeler. Michaela Jeanette Sheets. Ada Marie Shilliday. Anaya Simone Shivers. Paris Michelle Shivers. Sophia Stempel. Nyana Resne Seibert. Mackenzie Rose Sills. Elizabeth Ann Seiberg. Sierra Nicole Silver. Alden Martin Singer. Indio 7 Skinner. Antonio Isaac Smith. Lucia Stone Smith. Paradise Nieja Smith. Sarah Grace Smith. Burleton Jack Sober. Amir Dazion Splawn. Amira Daziana Splawn. Abigail Elizabeth Summerlin. Alexandra Mariette Thomas. Kalina Nadira Thomas. Makari Torea Tobe. Reagan Phoenix Townsend. Thien Tran. Ella Michelle Triber. Brendan Asher Valini. Jose David Vasquez Ramos. Dargan Jack Vorus. Gus Oliver Walker. Shiloh Warren Ward. Caroline Ray Warren. Kirsten Nicole Watt. Lucas Trail Weymouth. Josiah Benjamin Weeks. Isaac William Weir. Audrey Mae White. Avery Suzanne White. Honesty DeAngel Whiteside. Deshaun Keithan Isaiah Whitmire. Evan Lee Wilker. Charlotte Grace Wilkerson. Summer Blake Willard. Jayla Shailia Williams. Trumaine Rashad Williams. Gavik Merrick Wilson. Marin Benjamin Witherspoon. Emma Elise Woodworth. Julia Catherine Young. Mia Yvonne Young Danner. Elia Faithlyn Yance. Alex Zambrano Arias.
Yes. There we go.
Okay, can we do this together?
Okay.
Please stand and join us in congratulating the class of 2023.
Does that one not work? Thank you. You may be seated. Tia and Honesty, please come to the stage.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tia Irby, Student Body President of Asheville High School.
And I'm Honesty Whiteside, SILSA Student Body President. After this ceremony is complete, the graduates will return to the main building. We ask that you keep the road between the gym and the main building clear for traffic. You can meet with your graduate in front of the school or in the Cougar Den courtyard beside the auditorium. Guests are not allowed inside the school buildings. Class of 2023, please stand.
Yeah!
All right, y'all, here we go. You may now turn your tassels from right to left. Ooh, I need the time.
8:32.
All right. The official Cougar time is 8:32. At this time, will you please stand for the recessional of the class?